new year for the last 10 years, standard restrictions change and bring with them a new set of untradeable equipment rewards. You can obtain a unique equipment item for completing a standard ascension as each class, with different rewards for normal and hardcore difficulties, for a total of 12 new standard equipment items each year. 2025's normal equipment rewards make up the outfit Crepe Paper Participants Clothes, while the hardcore equipment rewards make up the outfit Petrified Wood Professional Wardrobe. Normal equipment rewards are always made with a soft material, such as crepe paper, while hardcore rewards are made with a hard material, such as petrified wood. Both outfits have equipment items that may help even the most experienced adventurer. If you pulverize either a crepe paper equipment item or a petrified wood equipment item, you get an untradeable size 3 spleen consumable with a character level requirement of 12 to use. These are the crepe paper paired cuttings and petrified wood waste parts, respectively. You can trade in pulverized standard equipment at the Armory and Leggery in Seaside Town's Market Square for one item from the previous year's matching set, normal for normal, hardcore for hardcore. You can pulverize equipment from any class and exchange for any class, letting you smash a Turtle Tamer normal standard equipment reward and trade it in for the previous year's Pastamancer normal standard equipment reward. Continue the chain to complete all your missing standard outfits by smashing the prior year's equipment to get equipment from 2 years ago, and so on, until you have all the equipment you desire. Since buying equipment with pulverized leftovers is not limited by character class, you can complete prior years' outfits while playing standard ascensions as your favorite character class. If instead you decide to use the crepe paper paired cuttings or petrified wood waste parts as spleen consumables, you will gain substats, with more substats granted for the petrified wood than the crepe paper. Brr brand mouthwash is a much better choice for increasing character level, however. Pulverized standard equipment is best used to obtain older standard equipment. Wear the Crepe Paper Participants Clothes to get an additional 50% food, booze, and candy drops from monsters. The pretentious artist will give you a tattoo for the outfit. Wearing the Crepe Paper Participants Clothes while trick-or-treating gives you the potion Crepe Paper Peanut Candy, which can be used to get 20 adventures of the wishable effect Crepe Paper Pedestrian Cacophony to make monsters more attracted to you, plus 5%. None of the Crepe Paper Participants Clothes equipment items has a minimum stat requirement, so you can pull any of the items from Hank's and use them right away in an ascension. Each crepe paper equipment item is aligned with an element and gives an additional 10 elemental damage to both attacks and spells using that element, so wearing the full outfit adds prismatic damage. The Seal Clubber's Power 50 hat Phrygian cap gives stench damage, the Turtle Tamer's parachute cape gives cold damage, the Pastamancer's pie clip gives hot damage, the Sorcerer's puzzle cube gives spooky damage, the Disco Bandit's Power 50 shirt plunge camisole gives sleaze damage, and the Accordion Thief's polka charm gives physical damage. 3 of the equipment items add 10 to their associated stat when worn: Muscle for the Phrygian cap, Mysticality for the pie clip, and Moxie for the plunge camisole, while the other 3 equipment items can be worn to give 2 of their associated main stats per combat: Muscle for the parachute cape, Mysticality for the puzzle cube, and Moxie for the polka charm. Accumulating additional stats without the need to keep effects active is always useful when building up your character level. Wearing each of the crepe paper equipment items also grants a non-combat skill. Uniquely, the crepe paper parachute's non-combat skill can be used without equipping it. Using any of the skills gives you a new 50 adventure cooldown effect called Everything Looks Beige that prevents casting another crepe paper non-combat skill until the cooldown effect has expired, so choose carefully. The Seal Clubber reward Crepe Paper Phrygian Cap gives the non-combat skill Pull Down Your Crepe Paper Phrygian Cap for 20 adventures of the wishable effect Blinded by the Crepe to make monsters less attracted to you, -5%. The reusable nature of the skill may make it valuable during an ascension, though the Crimbo 2024 skill Hide from Seekers saves pulling the cap from Hank's at the cost of a chunk of mana points. The Turtle Tamer reward Crepe Paper Parachute Cape gives the non-combat skill Parachute into a Fight, which lets you choose one monster from your previous zone to fight, assuming your last adventure was in a zone and not zoneless, such as a Pocket Wish fight. Parachute into a Fight is the second time the ability to pick a monster has been made available in the game after the October 2020 Item of the Month Comprehensive Cartographic Compendium, with the May 2025 Item of the Month Peridot of Peril adding a third. The crepe paper parachute is the only option that is freely available to all players without spending a Mr. Accessory. Parachute into a fight is invaluable for council quests that depend on fighting a certain monster, such as the Lobster Frogman during the Mysterious Island quest or the Dairy Goat during the Mount McLarge quest. The Postamancer reward Crepe Paper Pie Clip gives the non-combat skill Look Through Your Crepe Paper Pie Clip for 20 adventures of the wishable effect Crepe Paper Rainbow, which adds 10 damage each to elemental spells. 10 damage isn't much to turn the tide in a losing fight, but may help overkill smut orcs to collect bridge parts faster during the Orcchasm quest. The Sorcerer reward Crepe Paper Puzzle Cube gives a non-combat skill Play with Your Crepe Paper Puzzle for 20 adventures of the wishable effect Crepe Paper Puzzled, which adds 5 stats per combat. This effect may help you gain character levels faster early in an ascension. The Disco Bandit reward Crepe Paper Plunge Camisole gives a non-combat skill Leave Nothing to the Imagination for 20 adventures of the wishable effect Leaving Nothing to the Imagination to stagger your foe on the first round of combat. This may be useful to survive combat early in an ascension. Last but not least, the Accordion Thief reward Crepe Paper Polka Charm gives a non-combat skill Embrace Polka for 20 adventures of the wishable effect Polka Dancing, which adds 30% to item drops. This is a great boost to item drops, more than the Accordion Thief skill Fat Leon's Fat Loot Lyrics 20%, so may be a good default choice if not using the other Crepe Paper skills. Wear the hardcore reward outfit Petrified Wood Professional Wardrobe. To reduce initiative by 200%, add 500 damage absorption and 50 damage reduction. The Pretentious Artist will give you a tattoo for the outfit. Wearing the Petrified Wood Professional Wardrobe while trick-or-treating gives you the potion Petrified Wood Wafer Praline, which can be used to get 20 adventures of the wishable effect Petrified Wood Wound Prevention to reduce damage by 5. All of the Petrified Wood Professional Wardrobe equipment items have a minimum stat requirement, so they can only be used once you have a few character levels under your belt. 3 of the Petrified Wood equipment items add 20% to their associated stat when worn: Muscle for the Warpike, Mysticality for the Wizard's Pouch, and Moxie for the Whoopee Panama, while the other 3 equipment items can be worn to give 3 of their associated main stat per combat: Muscle for the Waist Protector, Mysticality for the Water Purifier, and Moxie for the Walking Pants. The Petrified Wood stat boosting equipment gives 3 stats, while the Crepe Paper equipment gives 2, making Petrified Wood the better choice if you have both. Each Petrified Wood Professional Wardrobe equipment item has a beneficial enchantment. Wearing the Disco Bandit reward, the Power 120 hat Whoopee Panama gives you an additional 10% chance of a weapon critical hit, while the Accordion Thief reward, the Power 120 Walking Pants, gives you an additional 10% chance of a spell critical hit. Wearing the Seal Clubber reward, the one-handed polearm Warpike gives an additional 5 PvP fights if worn at rollover, while the Turtle Tamer reward, the accessory Waist Protector, gives an additional 5 adventures if worn at rollover. To round things out, wearing the Sorcerer reward, the offhand Water Purifier, gives an additional 20% meat drops from monsters, and the Postamancer reward, the accessory Wizard's Pouch, gives 10% item drops from monsters. The Warpike is second only to the ultra-rare Crazy Bastard Sword for weapon rollover PvP fights. The remaining equipment enchantments may be helpful depending on the other equipment you have available, but are hardly best in class. Last but not least, each Petrified Wood Professional Wardrobe equipment item has an enchantment that affects combat. The most notable are the 2 lanterns, the Cold and Sleaze Lantern Water Purifier and the Hot and Physical Lantern Wizard's Pouch. Lanterns are a game mechanic named after its first appearance in the game, the Mr. Store Rain Doe Green Lantern offhand equipment item. Wearing the Rain Doe Green Lantern adds a copy of your spell's highest single element damage in the Stench element. Adding elemental damage and potentially doubling overall spell damage is a great way to take down even the strongest of monsters. The Water Purifier and Wizard's Pouch are both worth picking up for this reason, since collectively they add a copy of your highest single element damage in 4 elements. The Water Purifier and Wizard's Pouch individually are stronger than all other lanterns in the game, aside from the Crimbo 2024 Rare Drop Congressional Medal of Insanity, which is a lantern in 3 randomly chosen elements. Two of the combat enchantments on the Petrified Wood equipment are defensive. Wearing the walking pants allows you to sometimes dodge attacks, while the waist protector makes opponents miss their first attack, which is similar to the Dreadsylvania boss Count Druncula's hard mode accessory drop, Druncula's Ring of Haze. The remaining two combat enchantments on the Petrified Wood equipment are offensive. Equipping the War Pike adds physical damage to weapon attacks, and the Whoopee Panama does a small amount of damage to enemies when they land a hit on you. Any of these equipment items may be a good choice to make tough fights easier to survive. At a minimum, I recommend that every player pick up the normal Turtle Tamer reward Crepe Paper Parachute Cape so you can pick the monster you need next, the Hardcore Seal Clubber reward Petrified Wood War Pike for extra PvP fights at rollover, and the two lanterns, the Hardcore Sorcerer reward Petrified Wood Water Purifier, and Postomancer reward Petrified Wood Wizard's Pouch for extra spell damage whenever you need it. I hope you enjoyed collecting the standard Ascension reward equipment.